What's going on, guys? So today I want to do a Egyptian deck. So let's take a look at the brew I've come up with. This is going to be for a Leagues deck. This week's probably not the best week for it. Obviously, this week is ending, so we'll see what next week brings, if this deck will be worth a dang or not next week. But this is the brew I came up with. You'll see I did add Alexander Hamilton just because of all the history cards. We only have a few of the arts and culture mythology cards, so we're going to take full advantage, or not full advantage, but quite a big advantage off this card, Alexander. So let's run through these Egyptian cards. We've got Tutankhamun. When played, your Ramses 2 card in hand gains plus 93 this turn. So Ramses 2 is a common card. He says, when played, your ancient Egyptian and Egyptian mythology cards in hand gain plus 10 this turn. So nice little combo we have there. It does actually pop up a combo in play, so you will see that if I can get it out during the video. We also have the Eye of Ra, which says, when played, if played in the middle slot and next to Eye of Horus, your opponent's cards in hand lose 35 this turn. If also played next to the sun, they lose an additional 15. And if your deck contains sight, so the second two parts do not matter. So let's go look at Eye of Horus. This says, when played, if played in the right slot and next to Eye of Ra, your ancient Egypt and Egyptian mythology cards gain plus 14 permanently. So nice combo there. We've also added Cleopatra. When returned, your ancient Egyptian and Egyptian mythology cards cost -1. So this deck is quite expensive. So having that in the deck is pretty useful. We already talked about Alexander Hamilton. Because of that card, we did have to add one stage screen card, which is going to be this Chrono Photographic Gun, which says, when played, the card opposite this loses 100 power this turn. We also, because of Alexander, had to include this card, Franz Liszt. He says, when playing or when drawn, 3 random cards in your hand gain plus 14 until played. So again, just buffing up some of our other cards, which is nice, especially these common cards down below. Here's our next Egyptian card. We have Lighthouse of Alexandria. When returned, if your deck has 2 or more Egyptian mythology cards, which it does, your ancient Egyptian cards, wherever they are, gain plus 26 and cost -1 permanently. So again, another card making our cards cheaper, which is very nice. You can see this deck's pretty expensive. So these little triggers like that really help this deck out, help it perform a lot better. We have Marco Polo because we have so many history cards in this deck. If you win the turn, your history cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 until played. But if you lose the turn, your arts and culture cards gain plus 15, which we don't want that to happen because we only have, I think, 3 arts and culture cards in our deck. So that's worst case scenario, is we only get a buff of 45 instead of, you can see how many history cards are in this deck, quite a few. So really want to get that history to trigger. Next up, we have the Knights Templar. We have a lot of commons in this deck, so we would like to see them get buffed. So our common cards gain plus 22 and cost +1 permanently. So let's run down. You can see I've got 7 common cards in this deck, so decent buff there for only 3 energy. All right. So we talked about all those up top. Next up is this card here. I don't even want to try to pronounce it. But when played, your ancient Egyptian and Egyptian mythology cards in hand gain plus 30 this turn. So just a quick, right when you play it, get a buff. And you can see all these other cards below are just common cards, Egyptian cards. They do not have any writing on them, aside from this bottom one, which we already talked about, obviously. But that's the deck. I did play one game with it. It went really well, this first game I played, so let's see if we can continue the streak. And look at that, perfect. We're in Sphinx rank, so we have to play an Egyptian deck, right? It's just how it works. All right, let's go see if we can win a game. So as always, if you guys enjoy the content, please subscribe, help support the channel. We have been doing really well recently. I got a pretty big influx of subscribers, so I appreciate you guys for that. Really keeps me motivated to make more content for you. And again, if you guys have any deck ideas or things you'd like me to do in the future, any video ideas, just leave it in the comments. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. Just trying to gather up content right now as quick as I can. At least start making decks, start gathering cards or trading for cards as I can, so we can really start pumping content out quickly for you guys. Kind of want like a backlog of content essentially, so I'm not, several days of not putting out content just because I don't have anything to put out for you guys. So I want to avoid that if I can. So any ideas you guys have, greatly appreciated. Gets me building decks, which I like. Kind of keeps it entertaining for me. All right, we're going to have our Knights Templar trigger. You saw our Cleopatra triggering everything cheaper as well. All right, so if we play Marco Polo, we need to win. So that's the downside there. So I wonder if he's only playing 2 cards, so maybe this is the chance. See if we can get it. Ooh, it's going to be close. He's going to get a buff. Oh, I think he got it. Dang it. We really wanted to get that trigger. Unfortunate there. So it is going to trigger, but it's not going to trigger for what we want it to trigger for. So definitely messed that up. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's get that lighthouse down. Let's do it like that. He's going to take this first round. That's fine. This deck kind of gets going later as our commons really start getting beefier. Looks like he's got a late game deck too, unfortunately, so that can be a little awkward for us if his Sue Bones really gets going. I think we'll be fine though in the later rounds here. Let's see. There's our Eye of Ra, Eye of Horus combo. It's tempting to do that, but we don't want to do that yet. We want to wait for our combo piece. So let's just do it like this for now. There's our Alexander Hamilton trigger. Nice plus 18 on everything. Just debating what I want to play there. Figure let's get Franz out of our hand. All right, looks like our opponent took the lead here. Dracula Parrot coming in hot. He's really buffing his energy up there, isn't he? All right, there's our Tutankhamun we were looking for our combo piece. All right, I'm going to do it like that. Should be enough. So you can see that Tutankhamun Ramsey combo is pretty strong. Puts out some good power. All right, we're going to take round 2. You can see our common cards really getting beefy now. Let's try this Marco Polo again. See if we can get it this time. Try to put as much power down as I can. Really want to win this turn. Should be enough. There we go. We're going to get that Marco buff now on our history cards like we really want. So that's good for us. Another Cleopatra trigger, making our cards cheaper again. So you can see these common cards now. Look how big they are. I mean, definitely some massive power. Good turn for him. Leonardo da Vinci coming in clutch there, buffing all his cards 26. So we got we're a little bit down now. I think we can still get this though. Nice 545 turn. Don't think he can come back from that. All right, so we're going to take round 3. On the back of some common cards. I like it. All right, there's our Alexander Hamilton trigger. We've got our Eye of Ra combo. Let's go ahead and get that going. What do we want our last card to be? Let's do what do we got? Let's do the Egyptian cats. Good turn for Eye of Ra. Really knocked his power level down there. This is probably going to be the final round of the game if I had to guess. Nice early lead for us here. Albert Einstein, that's a good card. Buffing his science cards. All right, we should draw our other piece now, Ramsey for Tutankhamun. There he is. So I'd imagine this is going to close the game out here. Don't think he's going to come back from almost 700 power. So you can see his decks really puts down some big power late. It's not even the 5th round yet, which obviously the longer we go, the bigger this deck gets. So there you have it. Game 1 in the bag. See if we can do one more real quick. Get us out of Sphinx tier, since I'm still down in the dumpster tier level. So again, I haven't really played hardly any leagues this week. Just kind of been taking a break from it for now. But that's okay. I don't play this game to try to grind through tiers and ranks. I just play for fun mainly. That's why I play a lot of casual more than anything. Trying to think what other decks I have coming up on the horizon for you guys. I mentioned the other day I'm looking to do a Plundering Pirates deck. Missing a few cards still for that deck, so if you guys have any cards that you're looking to trade for Plundering Pirates, let me know. Shoot me a comment or something. I'd be happy to take a look and shoot you guys a trade out. just so I can gather a couple of those cards still for this video. Any help is appreciated, as always. Digging this deck, though. It's pretty decent. I feel like I haven't had any trouble with it, really. Nice heavy hitter. Ooh, good turn for our opponent here. It's going to be a heavy hitter right there. Camel doing work. Oh, yeah. I don't think we're going to win this round after seeing that. It's all right. We didn't win round 1 last game either. So that's okay. Let's just get ourselves set up. Opponent's got a pretty good deck. Hitting pretty hard. I see a lot of birds. Definitely a life on land theme with Darwin. This looks like a good deck. This could give us some trouble. Gonna save our 2 combo pieces there. Fingers crossed we can get that Marco Polo trigger. There it is. So that's good for us. That's what we want to see. Organic replication. Interesting. All right, there's our Eye of Ra. We also got our Tutankhamun piece. So let's do this one first. We'll do Eye of Ra next turn. Ooh, another good turn for our opponents. Running Dark Web, so that's going to be tough to beat. For those that know me, I think Dark Web is extremely powerful, especially in this meta where everybody's playing big cards. Uh-oh, big turn for our opponent here. Is it going to be enough for us? Yep, I think it is. Whew, that was a close one. Eye of Ra coming in clutch there. Let's get that Egyptian Cats down. It's going to be a good turn for him. Another Dracula Parrot buff. Card is really strong. You can see 264 for only 5 energy there. So he's definitely getting a lot of buffs on it. All right, we're starting to get some power now on these commons. Ooh, I thought we had a good turn. Dang. Got us again. That Griffin hitting hard. All right, we need to get this Marco Polo trigger here for sure. So let's do it like this. See if we can get it. Ooh, we about stole it too. It was close. If I'd have just played Obelisks, I think we would have won instead of Marco Polo. Nice Chupacabra. Opponent's definitely got a good, very neat deck. I like it. Hits really hard, too. Just going to wait for a second, see if he plays another card. He's got 15 energy. I don't know why he wouldn't. Unless he knows that. He knows I've got that gun. Strange. Don't understand why he had 6 energy remaining. I feel like he could have played a card. But maybe not. Either that or he's got looking for specific combo pieces here. All right, we need to win this one for sure. So let's get our max down here with Alexandria. It's going to be a close one. That should help us get it, though. He had to overcome 278 deficit, so we should be good. All right, it's going to go into the last round. He's going to have the advantage, though, with his life on land cards. Good draw for us. Look at this power right here. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. And he thought he had a good turn. Some common cards doing work right there, brother. Just trying to play all our big cards now on this last turn. Not worried about cycling Alexander any longer. We just need to get our max power down. See if we can try to keep up here. Oh, he's got that camel buff. That's unfortunate. So he took the lead there. It's going to be down to this last turn. I'm down 30. Didn't get our Marco buff like we hoped. Ooh, we did get a good combo piece for this last turn, though, which is nice. So we have a good chance. 686. I think we can get it. If he can beat that, I'm going to be surprised. Yeah, we should be good. Whew. Opponent made me sweat, though, that's for sure. All right, we pulled it through. Last down to the wire, though. But ended up being a good, very good game. Definitely an intense one. You can see I climbed out of Sphinx tier there, so that's always exciting. If you guys enjoyed the content, again, please subscribe. Help support the channel out. And keep an eye out for these videos in the future. I'm going to be dropping some more later. Thanks for watching.